Today on the channel, we kick off the year of Optimus Prime with the Takara Tomy Transformers Lunar Cruiser Prime, on the way I got it figured.
The way I got it figured.
What's up, figure fans? Where I got it figured. Back with another Transformers review. This time we got a really special one. This is the Transformers Lunar Cruiser Prime from Takara Tomy, which was a sort of crowdfund thing they did in Japan, but I got the American version. The Japanese version came with like a masterpiece stand, but it was a lot more expensive. This was definitely more in the budget, but it's a pretty great figure. Just from looking at the pictures, but we're gonna get into it. One thing I want to point out is this is a real vehicle. This is a real thing that Takara sort of cross-licensed with Toyota and Jaxa. They're building a self-driving lunar cruiser vehicle for Japan for space exploration. So it's a real thing. I'm gonna link to the video from Toyota in the description so you can check that out if you're interested in real world kind of science type stuff. And I thought it was a really cool project. And I just thought it was a cool Optimus Prime, so picked it up. Got mine on Hasbro Pulse, of course. We're gonna go over the box and everything like that. All right, so looking at the box, as you can see, we got the Takara Tomy, Japanese writing, Lunar Cruiser Prime, modern Transformers logo from Japan down there. Cruiser Prime. Side you got the robot mode running. Again, bottom you got the usual Japanese legalese that you kind of see on masterpiece figures. You got your Toyota official licensed product. Side you got a straight on view of the Lunar Cruiser mode. And on the back you got several product shots. And I think they're really cool how they did it. It really looks like he's in space, reflective of the sun. And you got some insert shots there. See the contents here. So yeah, it's a pretty cool package altogether. We're gonna get into it. Let's get them out. Okay, so you got Lunar Cruiser Prime here out of the box. He comes in vehicle mode. You have to transform him into robot mode, and you know it's pretty cool. Rolls pretty good. No issues there, and looks really nice. They do have a couple of play features with it. Obviously, you have the dish that's separated from it, and you got the solar panel, and you can kind of stick the solar panel on the vehicle. There's two divots there, so there's a divot here, a divot there. So you're gonna go like that, and now the solar panel is on there. Actually, I don't think it's on there. Now solar panel's on there. You can see his undercarriage here, just messing around with them a little bit. They might have knocked something out of whack. Oh yeah, wheel. You got the wheels. The wheels actually have a role in the transformation process. Yeah. And then on top of that, you can open this rear section, untabbing it. And even though there's not really a whole lot you can kind of do with it, one of the things you can do is you can sort of fold down the solar panel. If I can get it right. Like so. And then you can just sort of slide it in into the back. And then you can just close it back down in there. And it will just store inside theoretically without hassle. I'm having a little bit of a hassle, but it is meant to store inside there. It's like it's pushing down the leg some kind of way. But that's what it's supposed to be able to do. And it's just a really cool thing to have. You got a lot of details. You got this winch on here. It's free rolling. But yeah, there you go. It's a little bit less, than, I don't want to say it's not exciting, because I really think this thing is cool. But it's not a war machine. It's not a war vehicle. It doesn't even come with like a gun. You could kind of form this into something that sort of seems like maybe kind of a gun, but honestly, it's not really a gun. But yeah, that's your vehicle mode. So we'll get them. We'll get them transformed up into robot mode. Come right back. Here is Lunar Cruiser Prime in robot mode, and his transformation is not overly difficult. You gotta watch the arm things when you flip them, and there's a little bit of weirdness with the legs, but it wasn't too difficult. They definitely wanted to keep it simple, and he looks nice. He's a nice looking figure, pretty posable. Kind of got this situation going on now. Here he's supposed to tab. This is supposed to tab in onto this. I don't have it tabbed in on there, but it's holding fine, so I don't really care. And you got the smokestack with the antenna on it. Pretty nice detail. I was tempted to call this like a retool of Earthrise Optimus Prime, and it does share some engineering, but the only thing I can think of that's like almost like literally off of the Earthrise Optimus Prime, not even really this, is the hands, but they're just hinged hands, but they're not the same as Earthrise Optimus Prime. So he's sharing engineering, let's call it that. Not really any actual parts. But it's a good looking figure. Poses, pretty good. You can move the leg thing back and get a fuller shield off. Get a fuller knee bend You want to do some crazy posing, but you get a good range in the normal vein with that. Obviously, you get, more or less 360 waist swivel, but it's going to be hindered by the backpack. I had this stored on his back, but it falls off fairly easily. Not super easy, but if you, do anything significant, it's going to fall off. But you can, create a shield with it by just sticking the peg in his hand. He's got a shield. And I guess this is supposed to be like a gun. On his arm. He doesn't have any other like actual weapons, but the vehicle is kind of an exploration vehicle. It's not a war vehicle. But I mean, I guess if you, just want to have him have an Optimus Prime blaster, you can always stick one in his hands to make just to complete the look, so to speak. He does have a matrix in his chest, and it's sort of in the form of the Earthrise, War for Cybertron matrix, but you can't get to it. It's just in there. Yeah, it's a good looking figure in robot mode. I guess what we'll do next, is do some comparison. Okay, so we're gonna do comparison with Lunar Cruiser Prime, and the obvious comparison would be with the venerable, at this point, Pressurized Optimus Prime. And as you can see, Lunar Cruiser Prime is significantly taller, similar to the Reactivate Optimus Prime's much taller figure. I'm not sure if this is on purpose or an accident, just the way it worked out with the engineering. But this is the second figure in the last 6 months or so that seems like they're scaling up Optimus Prime a little bit. We're going to see, as we're slated to get a Commander class Optimus Prime this year. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, there's your Earthrise Optimus Prime comparison. And here is Reactivate Optimus Prime. And as you can see, they're practically the same height. So I'm not sure, what they're kind of going for here. Third rise in the middle is, I don't want to say dwarfed, but he's definitely a little bit shorter than these two more recent Optimus Primes. But yeah, he's still in a comparable size. And both of these figures are just slightly sized up. But yeah, there you go. There's the comparisons. I'm gonna move on to final thoughts. Final thoughts on Takara Tomy Toyota Jaxa crossover Lunar Cruiser Optimus Prime, or Lunar Cruiser Prime. I really like this guy. I kind of knew I would like it when I pre-ordered it, obviously. I know there's always the complaints of, oh, another Optimus Prime, but it's the 40th anniversary of Transformers. If you think there's not going to be Optimus Prime figures in the 40th anniversary of Transformers, I really just don't have anything to say to you. I don't have any words for you because it's quite simply going to happen. Like I said, this is the year of Optimus Prime. Last year, I thought I saw, I didn't think. Last year, I saw a couple of videos where people were saying 2023 was the year of Optimus Prime, and I sort of like laughed at that because by the time I saw those videos, JT Prime had already showed that there would be several Prime figures coming out this year, more than last year. Between the Transformers 1 movie, Missing Link, this, Commander Class, the re-release of MP44 in toy colors. I mean, this is the year of Optimus Prime. It's not even close. And this is just one of the ones that I chose to get on my list. But there are several out there that I'm probably not going to get. One of those that I'm definitely going to get, or rather already have, which you're going to see a review on, I guess is what I'm trying to get out, is the C01 Missing Link Optimus Prime. So stay tuned for that. And as usual, we have a stop motion here at the end. So enjoy that. I'll see you all on the next video. Peace.
The way I got it figured.